Coming up, a look at your local radar. But first, the current local conditions. Regional conditions. Your local 36-hour forecast from the National Weather Service. The extended forecast. Your local radar showing any precipitation and its movement during the past 90 minutes. Intensity is indicated by the color code at the top of the screen.
And tornado watch until 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be prepared to move to a place of safety. Messy weather in the southeast while snow and rain works its way through the west. Snowing up on the Sierra, but raining in San Francisco. Light snow at International Falls. Sunshine returns to Boston, New York City, but freezing rain from Memphis on up to Lexington. Also icy and around Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina. Look at the contrast in temperatures. Point out Jackson, Mississippi at 35, 77 at New Orleans right now. Sharp contrast right in here at temperatures falling off in the teens and single digits with wind chills on down as cold as 13 below. Satellite perspective showing a great deal of moisture feeding in with this system, both with the one in the west and the one in the east, and it looks like the radar screen still lighting up with a lot of precipitation. We'll see how that affects your plans as you make plans for the weekend. Our 5-day outlook's coming up next with Jill Brown.
We'll have freezing rain or sleet. Sleet is a lot better than freezing rain, so if you see it bouncing around, that's sleet. If it freezes on contact, you might as well just stay home. They may have school cancellations already, parts of Virginia, down to North Carolina, back to around Memphis. It does look like it will taper off. In Texas, though, already it's starting to warm up. San Antonio, up to 37 degrees, so we may see the beginning of the meltdown here. That would be a welcome change, that's for sure. Meanwhile, there's a new storm system that's coming in through San Francisco at this hour. Rain around San Francisco to Stockton and up towards Medford. That ends by tomorrow as our storm races across the Rockies with a bit of snow and then out into the plains by midday. At the same time, we'll watch this one, light snow with it. It'll zip on to the Great Lakes for the weekend, but this one is making some real slow progress, so it'll start inching its way up the coast. That means New York City, you may have snow again overnight tonight. By tomorrow morning, as we start to suck in some of that moisture from the Atlantic, we could see a few inches of snow in some spots. So it's just going to kind of clip southern New England, New York, Philadelphia. Virginia, you're still stuck in the orange. In other words, freezing rain. Same is true down to North Carolina. Atlanta, you should never see any ice out of this, just plain old rain, and it actually ended up to be a pretty warm day today. Will that change? Well, let's take a look. Lows on Friday into Texas, teens and 20s. So a lot of cold air kind of nosing down behind our storm system. Afternoon highs for Friday, still pretty warm, South Georgia down into Florida. That's a place to be, I guess, 70s and 80s, and most of Florida still had sunshine today. It does look like we should see a warm-up in the...
Coming up, a look at your local radar. But first, the current local conditions. Today's regional forecast. Your local 36-hour forecast from the National Weather Service. The current local radar showing any precipitation in your area. Intensity is indicated by the color code at the top of the screen.
forecast should be developing for New York City probably by dawn tomorrow morning. Looks like the snow could be heavy at times, New York City into New Jersey, and even on down the nation's capital. A very turmoil day. It looks like some more snow, sleet, and maybe a little bit of freezing rain there. 25 at Buffalo to 24 at Portland. In the southeast, 42 Atlanta. They've been spared from the deep freeze in this so far. 32 in Houston tonight, though. How about 68 at Tampa? Wow. Enjoying tomorrow, 82 degrees. Rain around Atlanta, 50. Maybe some icy conditions on up around Nashville as the temperature right above freezing. Sunshine for Dallas.